Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Zimasa for all those who do not know me. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for joining us on yet another video. And if it is your first time here, you're very much welcomed on this channel. Please do kulul your badge and feel at home. Now, if you have not subscribed, I do kindly ask that you hit that subscribe button. By doing so, you do help this channel grow. It is free of charge. You will not be charged. Please also like, comment, and share my videos so that this channel can grow. In today's video, I will be talking about the convicted murderer and cloth-offist Thabo Bester, together with his girlfriend, Dr. Nandipha Magudumana, and the other 7 co-accused. Now, these 9 actually appeared in court with regards to the charges, not only limited to fraud as well as the obstruction of justice. Now, if you remember, Thabo Bester actually exited. I'm going to use the term exit because he was assisted by officials, in the Mangaung court to actually exit the prison, and also pretending as if the prison, like he had bent down in the cell, which was later found out that actually this guy, he actually walked out of prison. Now today, which is the 21st of February 2024, they actually appeared in court. Now the other I think it's only 3 are behind bars. The other 6 are out on bail. Now, I do have notes here because I just want to remember what I actually have to say. Now, we're going to talk about what happened in court today, just to give you a summary of everything. Now, I'm going to call this day a Thabo Bester day. So it was supposed to be a pre-trial, and the reason why I say it is a Thabo Bester case, it is a Thabo Bester day, because we ended up now listening to Thabo Bester's problems, and having the court postponed to the 5th of June 2024. However, there's something that I do want to mention. I so wish that the judge presiding over this case can actually be in a court where I have to preside one day, because he seems to be so calm and chilled compared to the other judges that we know. For example, the judge presiding over the Senzo Meyiwa case, the judge presiding over the Senzo Meyiwa case is not so nice, but this one, he is very attentive and he's so calm and collected. But anyway, first things first, I want us to look into Dr. Nandipha Magudumana and Thabo Bester's relationship that we saw in court today. If you remember, the last time they appeared in court, Dr. Nandipha Magudumana as well as her lover Thabo Bester, they seemed to be very much lovey-dovey. But today we saw something. Shame Dr. Nandipha was not having it. She was even avoiding eye contact with Thabo Bester. She did not even greet him. She did not even greet Thabo Bester like we normally see her greeting her lover. But this time around, she was sitting in her own chair. She greeted her dad. It was so beautiful to watch, and so emotional, kind of, because she started hugging her dad and they started embracing each other, which shows that they actually missed each other. But after that, she did not greet anybody else. She just sat down on a chair and she read what other people say it is a Bible. She started reading, and focusing on what she was doing and trying to avoid eye contact with Thabo Bester. This time around, Thabo Bester kept looking at her, kind of like trying to check up on her. But Dr. Nandipha Magudumana was actually, I don't even know why she's still referred as Magudumana. I feel like if I was carrying that surname, I would have applied for her to change it to Sekeleni, because Dr. Magudumana is a surname that it's her marriage surname, and her home surname is Sekeleni. But anyway, we're not talking about that today. Now, one of the things that happened in court is that the state prosecutor, Amanda Bester, interesting, right? She is Amanda Bester. She seems not to be having it, with Thabo Bester. She seems to be annoyed by Thabo Bester. But anyway, so what she called this day a waste of time because Thabo Bester, accused number 5 and accused number 8, had new attorneys. Now, these attorneys were not instructed properly by their clients, which means the court cannot proceed. Now, she said for the court to proceed, we will need about 23 weeks so that these attorneys can actually consult with their clients, which is the right that they have. And she said she advises the court be postponed to the 5th of June 2024, which is what all the other attorneys agreed to, that the court can be moved to 5th of June 2024. Now, today, nothing was done. Nothing was done much. So I do want to believe that the court will drag. So in this case, I do want to believe this is something that we see in the sense of Meyiwa trial, that the case is actually dragging. So I do want to believe that this case also will drag. The reason I'm saying so, maybe I can be corrected by people who know better. Thabo Bester is changing his attorney for the 3rd time now. So I do want to believe that he will change this attorney as well, because according to what I picked up from this attorney, he doesn't seem to be confident to represent Thabo Bester. He seems to be very nervous, but anyway, being nervous in court, it is one of the things that legal representatives go through. He kept on referring to the presiding officer, Your Worship, instead of saying, my lord. Now, there's an attorney who kept correcting him that you need to say, my lord, instead of your worship. And also other things, man, he doesn't seem, or maybe it's because he wasn't prepared. But, we know what has been happening with other attorneys. They will drop Thabo Bester. And in this situation, I do want to believe that Thabo Bester will be dropped and we will have to postpone this pre-trial again because the attorney was not properly instructed. Now, one of the things that was actually raised by Thabo Bester's attorney, he actually raised 3 things that I do want to believe they are of interest. Thabo Bester's attorney raised 3 issues in court with regards to his client, which the first is that he was denied access to a cell phone. He does have a right to a cell phone, he does have a right to a cell phone so that he can communicate with his legal representatives. Maybe he won't change his legal representatives this time. Maybe the guy was just nervous because they were not communicating properly because of whatever challenges that Thabo Bester had in the prison, being denied a cell phone so that he can communicate with him effectively with regards to the way forward. Now, he also raised the issue that Thabo Bester has been denied access to his to his clothes. Now, the state prosecutor, Amanda Bester, she says because Thabo Bester is a convicted murderer and he's convicted already. So he does not have a right to normal clothes. He needs to be in his orange overall. Now, again, this is incorrect and, this is unfair. And I think Amanda Bester was actually doing it on purpose, everything that she was doing. I think she was just doing it maybe to provoke because, remember, Thabo Bester, yes, in as much as he is convicted, however, according to the Constitution, he can still come to court in his clothes, not in the orange overall, because now he's appearing for a different case, which he has not been convicted as yet. So in this case, it is it is innocent until proven by the court. So it is unfair to say that he must not come in the same clothes, like he must come in his orange overall as if he's a prisoner. In this case, he is not convicted as yet. So he has a right to wear whatever. One thing that interesting that happened is that when Miss Bester raised the issue of Thabo Bester wearing orange, you could see how annoyed Thabo Bester is, such that he started raising his hand in court, because he just wants to speak. And we know how Thabo Bester enjoys, or maybe, I don't know, maybe he enjoys or whatever, but he always comes in court with, his different outfits, expensive outfits, you know, different brands in court. But unfortunately, or maybe fortunately today, we didn't really see something that is actually outstanding with his outfits. You know, he was just like just wearing with just a white t-shirt with his trousers, you know, nothing attracting the public. So he was so annoyed, and it was very funny, you know. He was just raising his hand as if he just wants to speak, and this is class. However, that's not how court works. Now, the other thing that was raised by his attorney is that he was, so he refused to eat his food this morning because it was high in sugar. Now, Thabo Bester, it is said that he is now diabetic, so his food has to be one for some, like it should suit someone who is diabetic. So he actually refused to eat that food. Now his attorney says that he did go to the cells and he did see the type of food that they actually give, and it's not the food that Thabo Bester can eat. Now the public is actually commenting with regards, and tell me what you think with regards to it. Now the public is actually commenting and saying Thabo Bester is so used to the soft life in prison, such that now when he has to be treated like a prisoner, he cannot take it. So he has all these complaints. Now, if you remember, there was a time where he actually raised the issue that his cell phone, I think he lost his cell phone, something like that, but he always has something that he keeps raising. Now, this is so interesting, you know, and we just cannot wait for the 5th of June 2024 when they go back to court just to hear what is it that will happen. We just cannot wait for this case, for this trial to start, you know. We just can't wait for this pre-trial to start, and we do hope that it's not going to be something that that's happening, that we see happening with the Senzo Meyiwa case, dragging and taking forever, you know, to get to the point, because what we need, it is for them to get to the point, you know. Us as people, we just want to know what's going to happen with these people, because there are also other people who are actually out on bail. Their bail has been extended, you know, which means that they are actually living a happy life whilst Katlego Bereng is no more, whilst his family has to deal with the fact that Katlego Bereng is no more. Now, if you remember, if you don't remember who Katlego Bereng is the guy who was used to pretend as if Thabo Bester has died in the cell. So they actually killed him and took him and put him inside the cell, and they burned him, which is so unfair for his family. You know, it's very much unfair, because now they want justice for their child. Now, guys, we are actually wrapping it up, and I cannot wait to see what will happen with this case. And I do hope that I will come back and keep updating you guys with regards to this case. And now tell me what you think with regards to this, and I will see you on my next video. And please do let me know if there are any other cases that you would like me to cover. Thank you so much. I love you, and I really do appreciate each and every one of you.